Okay, we're back now, and Derek's handing me more paperwork, and more paperwork. I'll tell you, people, in this studio, that's all I get is paperwork. Anyway, we're going to be talking about topics of titles of rock songs. Here's one for you, if you can guess on this and tell me what it means. The song is entitled 25 or 6 to 4. What does that mean? That song was written by the great rock band Chicago, and it was released on June 1970 on their second LP. Robert Lamb states that 25 or 6 to 4 is not about drugs. It's about being in a recording studio, being tired, and asking all kinds of strange questions. So if you've ever been in a recording studio and somebody's asking you some kind of question after 16 hours, you say, well, if they ask you, well, what time is it? You're probably going to say, oh, I don't know, 25 or 6 to 4 or something like that. And that's basically what the song is about. It's about being in the recording studio, trying to get through all the sessions, and trying to be done with the song. The song 25 or 6 to 4 was written by Robert Lamb, the keyboardist of Chicago, and sang by Peter Cetera, the bassist. A cool thing about this song is that it was definitely one of their signature songs, but the great thing about it is when you hear the guitar solo, it brings the whole song to life. This guitar solo is probably one of the greatest rock solos of all time. It stands up with everything anybody else did. When Jimi Hendrix was asked who was one of your favorite guitar players of all time, he said without a doubt, the lead guitar player from the rock band Chicago, Terry Kath. Terry Kath was a very underrated rock guitarist who never got a lot of credit on what he did, but his guitar playing was amazing. The song 25 or 6 to 4 stayed on the hot Billboard charts and went all the way up to number 4. I think it has a lot to do with the guitar playing. If you listen to the solo, towards the end of it, that killer wah-wah comes in. It's just a great, great solo. And believe it or not, people, it takes a great solo sometimes to make a great song, and 25 or 6 to 4 was one of those songs. Unfortunately, we lost Terry Kath January 23rd, 1978, when he went to a roadie's house, and Terry collected guns, and he went there with 2 guns, a .38 and a 9mm pistol, and was hanging out with the guns, and the roadie was saying, hey, look, man, be careful with those guns. He goes, well, there's nothing wrong with these guns. They're empty. So he pulled the 9mm out. He looked at it and said, look inside there. There's no clip. It won't fire. He put it alongside of his head on his temple, fired the gun, and was killed instantly. Well, I felt that after Terry Kath died, Chicago lost their edge. Chicago went ahead and started selling millions of records doing their rock ballads, but they never had that good rock edge. They never had that soulful singer anymore. Terry Kath was actually a great vocalist, too. And unfortunately, we lost him. So what we're going to do right now is we're going to go ahead and play that great song, 25 or 6 to 4. Listen to the guitar solo. I mean, it's great. Turn it up, and it features the late, great Terry Kath, only on UltimateClassicRockMemories.com.
Waiting for the break of day. 624.